I'm Jefferson Smith, fantasy author and host of the ImmerseOrDie Report, and this is another installment of the 5-Minute Immersion Lab. Today, I want to talk about that holiest of holies, page 1. With over 600 books examined so far at ImmerseOrDie, it's shocking how often I hit all 3 of my WTF moments before I've even turned the page. So I thought it might be useful to explore what's going on in the reader's head and why getting page 1 right is so critically important. If you've been a writer for any longer than a week, you'll have heard the common refrain about opening strong. You need a good first sentence to lure readers into the rest of the paragraph, and if they enjoy that, they'll stay with you to the end of the page. That seems simple enough. Give readers something to be intrigued by or curious about, and they'll likely keep reading. But why do we only seem to talk about this in the context of page 1? You don't work yourself into a lather about whether the first sentence of chapter 9 will keep them invested, do you? Or stress about whether the start of page 205 is strong enough to pull them through to page 206? What's so special about page 1? Well, to understand that, I've asked this week's sidekick candidate to pick a book at random from the pile and start reading. How's it going, Gilbert? Shush. Sorry, so which book did you pick? Uh-oh, this just got awkward. That's one of mine. But I guess it's as good a test as any. Are you enjoying it? Shush. Please excuse these technical difficulties. We seem to be deviating from the script here a little. I'm not sure. There it is. There it is? Oh, you found the hook, right? Something that compels you to keep reading so that you'll read on and find out what happens? What? No. Well, sure, you do have a great hook. I mean, setting me up with all those orphan kids who think they're auditioning for some adoptive parents, then bam, the evil nun in charge of the place jerks that dream out from under them. God, you even have her make fun of them for it. Dude, what is wrong with you? Well, that's what a hook is. You have to give readers something to connect to emotionally, a reason to care what happens next. So it worked, right? You found it, and now you want to keep reading. Nope, not even close. No, but you said, there it is. I did, but the hook wasn't the it I was talking about. So what did you find? Proof. But not proof that the plot's good enough to keep reading. Nope, proof that you're good enough to keep reading. Excuse me? Look, the relationship between a reader and writer is an intimate one, right? In some ways, it's even more intimate than sex. After all, literature is the only art form that plants ideas directly into your subconscious. I'm not so sure What are you... Whoa, that is so true. How messed up is that? See what I mean? If I had said that, you would have argued, or at least questioned it. But written ideas just slide right on by the bullshit filter. Bam! Free pass right into that secret squishy part of your brain where you tell yourself things. Only your brain can't tell who's doing the talking in there. So forget about identity theft. Writing is a form of identity puppeteering, remote thought control. Readers actually take your ideas in and try them on for size before they even realize they're doing it. Huh. You make writing sound like some kind of superpower. And so you're saying that readers are looking for proof that a writer can be trusted with those powers before they can relax? But how many readers understand that well enough to go looking for it? Unfortunately, that's not how self-defense mechanisms work. There's a part of your brain whose job it is to keep bad ideas and the idiots who write them out. But it's a lot older than the conscious part of your brain, more primitive. Think of it as your fairy god monkey, and she's on duty 24/7, even though most of us aren't even aware she's there. Oh, come on, that's ridiculous. Your pre-literate caveman brain is protecting you from bad writers? Dude, Monkey Mama isn't looking for bad writers. She's looking for bad anything. Whatever might put you at risk, like, say, when you start seriously entertaining the ideas of an idiot. Still, it seems pretty far-fetched. Okay, let me ask you this. How long do you wait to pull the plug when the book you're reading was written by an author you already trust? I guess I do cut them more slack if I've already read some of their other stuff. But isn't that about giving preference to the familiar? It doesn't have to mean I'm going all shields up on the unfamiliar. All right then, When was the last time you started a book and put it down in less than 10 minutes? Are you kidding? You're asking the ImmerseOrDie guy. Right. Okay, outside of IOD then, when you're just reading for fun, when was the last time? About a week ago. So after you put it down then, you immediately went looking for another book by the same author to try, did you? Oh, you're right. I guess I judged him, decided he didn't have what it takes, and then kind of wrote him off. I rest my case. But don't be too hard on yourself. We all do it. You're more than just a sidekick, aren't you? You got that right. It's almost like I'm your alter ego or something, created so that you can have great discussions like this one without coming across all preachy or weird. Well, that's putting it a little more candidly than I intended, but it's about right. So did it work? Sure. I think we made the point that readers are looking for more than just a good story. They're also looking for a writer they can trust. Because in order to earn control of a reader's inner monologue, we have to provide more than just a competently engaging story. We also have to lead them through thoughts they'll enjoy thinking. Which is why an insightful observation or a funny comment at the start of the book can be so valuable. It tells readers to relax. Send Monkey Mama to the spa for a rub down and a cucumber dip. She won't be needed around here for a while because you're in good hands and the journey you're about to take is gonna be great. It also explains why spelling and grammar mistakes are so costly at the start. They're like little air raid sirens to your fairy god monkey, and nobody wants to take life lessons from an idiot who can't even work a spell checker. And come to think of it, it also raises one other thing for writers to consider. If you know you have a clunker book out there, you might want to think about taking it down. Because if you finally get some readers' attention and they try that one, chances are way higher that they'll bail, write you off completely, and never try another book you write. So, we covered a lot of ground today, but does any of this sound familiar? Do you pull the plug on weak writing and never look back? Or once you start page 1, do you read right through to the end, even when it hurts? Let's chat about that in the comments below. And don't forget to tell me what you think of our latest sidekick candidate. Is he a good... Oh look, we're all out of time. That's it for this week. If we've given you something to think about, please like and subscribe. And hopefully we'll see you back here next time. But until then, remember, immersion happens naturally. All you have to do is get out of the way.